Hola clase y bienvenidos otra vez. Hoy vamos a continuar con los mandatos y hoy vamos a hablar sobre dónde deben estar los pronombres con un mandato. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about where to put pronouns when we use them with a command. In English, you use pronouns with commands all the time. Example, tell me the truth. Me is the pronoun. Buy it for him. Okay, it and for him are both pronouns. In English, we put the pronouns right after the verb. So give me the ball, don't give me the ball. It doesn't matter if the command is affirmative or negative, we place the pronoun directly after the command. In Spanish, that is not the case. If you have an affirmative command, your pronoun comes right after the command. So give me the ball would be dame la pelota. However, if you have a negative command, your pronoun is going to be in a different spot. It's going to come before that negative command. So don't give me the ball would become no me des la pelota. Okay, so on your note guides, you have already filled out section 1 there from the first slide. Now let's jump down to section 2, pronouns with affirmative commands. Again, where do you put them? They are attached to the affirmative command. Look at the examples here. You have bátelos, beat them, mézclalo, mix it, y ayúdame, help me. You might notice something interesting here. Batir is the verb to beat. And in the command form, the affirmative to form, command, it would be bate. But you'll notice, gosh, all of these, when I attached the pronoun, they picked up an accent. Here's why. You're going to pick up an accent anytime you add a pronoun to a command that's got 2 or more syllables. Why? Well, for stress and pronunciation. If you don't add the accent, okay, my stress would naturally fall on batelos. It would naturally fall on the te. And you don't want batelos. You want batelos. So it picks up the accent. You'll notice on your note guide, I put an area on your second bullet point there for you to write down an easy way to remember this. If you look at these 3 examples, you'll notice, yes, like the rule says, it's the stress vowel that carries the accent. But you'll notice that it's always the third vowel from the end of the word that's going to carry that accent. Okay? That might be a lot easier for you to remember than having to go, okay, which syllable is stressed here. Okay, so easy fix, it's the third vowel from the end that picks up the accent, again to keep the correct pronunciation and stress. Okay, go down to section 3 on your note guide. Let's talk about negative commands with pronouns. Again, where do they go? The pronouns come before the verb, okay, before the command, and right after the word no. Let's look at these examples. No lo batas. No lo mezcles. Y no me ayudes. You'll notice these are all negative to form commands, and that my pronoun did come right before the command and in between no. There's no accents to worry about with negative commands and pronouns because you're not attaching anything to the word. Okay, this would be my advice, mi consejo. If it were me, I would take one command and memorize it affirmatively and negatively. A good example that my students have used in the past is ayúdame y no me ayudes. Why? Why take the time to memorize this? Well, because if you've got ayúdame, you can take from that. You can bring out the rule and remember that with affirmative commands, my pronoun is attached. And then with the no me ayudes, that will tell you where your pronoun goes with negative commands. It comes in between the no and the command. Okay, so if you don't like ayúdame, no me ayudes, help me, don't help me, you can also use another one that's been popular with my students in the past. Okay, learning this around Valentine's Day, you might say, bésame, kiss me, no me beses. Okay, now, I want you to go to section 4 on your note guide, and let's do some practice. Notice in the directions, I want you to use all two-form commands. If you don't remember how to form your two-form commands, get out your green paper where we took notes on commands and look under the two-form column. Okay, tell me how to say add it. The it I'm talking about is la sal. Number 2, tell me how to say boil them. Them that I'm talking about is las patatas. Number 3, mix them. Them that I'm talking about is los ingredientes. Now, notice 4 through 6 are all negative. Don't serve me. 5, don't buy it. The it that I'm talking about is el pollo. And 6, don't taste it. The it I'm talking about is la sopa. Okay, take a minute. See if you can, step 1, form the command. So if we did number 1 together, the command of añadir, the two-form affirmative command would be añade. Then I've got to change la sal into the pronoun it. It would become la, because la sal is feminine. You put it all together, and you get añádela. Okay? Añádela. Work through 2 through 6 in the same manner. Get your command first, then do your pronoun. Go ahead and pause me so that you have time to work. Okay, now let's check our answers. I already gave you añádela, boil them, hiérvelas, mix them, mézclalos, don't serve me, no me sirves. Did you remember the stem change on servir? 5, don't buy it, no lo compres. And 6, don't taste it, no la pruebes. Again, did you remember the stem change on probar? Okay, if you have any additional questions, please check out your textbook, page 264. And once again, my best advice to you to remember where pronouns go is to remember, ayúdame, no me ayudes. Help me, don't help me. Gracias por escuchar y